All right. Hello. Okay. So, welcome back to Lol Just Here. I realized within my last night's episode, I'm not going to stick to a schedule of posting. I'm honestly just going to upload podcasts when I feel like it. I think to make this into like a show, every Wednesday we're gonna have Lol Just There. I feel like, I don't really want that type of approach. I just honestly want to be able to like cook out and dish out episodes when I want to and when I feel like it. So that is gonna be another one of those motherfucking issues today. Cause I fucking slept. I woke the fuck up at 10, okay? I probably fell asleep last night at like 10, 11, I don't know, 2? Was it 2? I can't even remember. And I literally went back to bed until 4 at noon. Like, come on, bitch, come on. So, I think this first episode, this isn't the first episode, this is the second episode now, if I'm being correct. So I think for this first episode, I am going to, second episode, Jesus fucking Christ, I swear to God, okay. I have a little pinchy little pipe in here and I'm currently driving right now, okay? If you can't hear, you'll be able to hear, there'll be some like really dope ASMR going on in this vid. There'll be some turn signals, maybe some vape clouds, and some, maybe I have my little pinch pipe. I'm gonna smoke a little bit on here. To everybody who's been like trying to keep up with my sobriety thing that I keep promising on my private story, I really don't know when it'll begin. I mean, I have a music-driven short. Okay, so the whole reason why I want to go sober from my everything. So like I want to be sober from like weed, nicotine, alcohol, okay? Doing a pretty good I was like, I'm doing pretty well on the alcohol side, and I'm like, wait, I like just bought Irish cream to work like last Sunday and like was filling it up in my coffee. Never fucking mind on that end. And I have not been doing the weed one at all. Like literally I've just been smoking every day. But anyway, so we're doing like a music-driven short for my video production class, and I really wanted to do mine on sobriety, like my own sobriety, because I feel like especially when it comes to video, like I'm just really into like documentarian work or documentary work, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I was really trying to sound official there. Documentarian. But I like real works, even if it's like, even though the task is like a music-driven short, I feel like I can still make some like a realistic movie out of that, or like short video out of that. So that is what I was focusing on. And honestly, homegirl, like we have until May to turn this goddamn video in, and I still have yet to start the goddamn sobriety. And so many people, like I love how I went on my private story and I was like, going sober, like not doing anything, and then like every other fucking time you see me, I've literally said I just smoked, or we're gonna smoke, or like so that end of the bargain is not going super well for me. We might have to switch up the scenario. I might have to turn in a different script because I don't know, but then again, I like really want to try it, like I really want to like do it, but it's just this semester I really fucking cannot. And I honestly think that's what this episode's gonna be about today. Because it's been a crazy fucking year back in school. And I've had some revelations, and I would like to know, I would like to be able to have like I would like people to know that, even though I look like I'm doing the part, 9 times out of 10, like, life is in shambles. So, let's get into it. Alright, here we're getting on the turn signal for the 94 East. Yes, I was just in Menominee. yeah, I had a pop-up shop today at Stitched Up. It was very nice. I didn't show up until like the last fucking minute because I was sleeping. And it started at 2, didn't show up until about 5, and was gonna go to like I was gonna go to a church group tonight. Okay, so literally everybody in this motherfucking show. Hold on. Before we even get into school, motherfuckers, I'm literally going to a ministry group now, okay? And I know my friends that have known me for quite some motherfucking time, when they hear me say this, they're going to be like, Jada, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, bitch, the fact that you're joining like your church group on campus, where like I'm really afraid for you right now, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And honestly, I really love it. I had a friend like invite me out on Monday, and in Menominee there's like this really cool cafe called Blind Munchies. It's a really cute like hole in the wall coffee shop, like super cute, super fun. But anyways, like there's this street level ministries group on campus, and yeah, like they're Christian, yeah, you know, whatever, talk about Jesus, but it's not like insane. And I went for the first time on Monday, and that's like where they do like the Blind Munchies thing. You get like dinner, and then you talk, and then we have discussions about God, and it's a lot of like theological discussions. It's not everybody just being like, oh my God, I'm Christian, and like I am awesome, I'm so amazing, like amazing grace, you know. I didn't know what I was going to be walking into, but I really fuck with it. But I'm skipping tonight, and I'm really sad because I told everyone I was going to be there, because tonight is like worship night, and it's like starts at 7. We like, it's like your campus worship night, so like we talk about Bible verses, we discuss them, all sorts of stuff. And I was really excited for tonight, but I am also just like I cannot think about doing that, and I'm so fucking hungry. I have not ate all day. This is the problem, okay? This is the problem with sleeping most of the day, is I do get hungry, but then like when I want to wake up for food, I'm still so tired and have no energy because I haven't eaten anything in the first place, that I just go back to sleep. And it's just a dirty ass vicious cycle. Anyways, back to episode 2, reality. Let's see. School. Let's talk about it. I don't know really like who's going to be listening to these podcasts, so I don't want to think everybody is a fucking college student, because that's really not, that's just whatever. But I just this motherfucking week dropped 3 classes. I am down to 2 classes now, because bitch just cannot get it together. There's like something that I never thought, you know, like you don't think about it when you're going into an art major or a design major or something you really want to do. You never think of the days or the times, or you never think there's going to be a time where you hate what you're doing, even though like you loved it in the first place. But now it's just like, I hate doing this. I don't want to do this for a class. I don't want to do this for a grade. Like, I'm just over it, you know? And that, when you get to that fucking point in art school, design school, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it is probably one of the most hardest fucking times of your life, because you have to make this like crazy ass decision, like, okay, so is this how I really feel, and this is how I'm gonna feel for the rest of my like life? So like, should I just cut it out now? Like, should I just go into a different area of study or whatever? And it's just it's a complete fuckery of shit. It really is. And this semester for me in particular has already been like a fucking kick in my ass. I mean, I went from living in Menominee with like 4 other of my like best friends to spring semester, Jada ruining that, you know, like really putting a tarnish on that, then getting kicked out of the place I lived and having to go back to Eau Claire, and then yeah, just a whole fucking shitload of shit. And I really, goddamn, like it was just a kick in my ass. This whole semester's been a kick in my ass. And so I kept 2 courses, and the only 2 courses I'm still enrolled in are history and video production, because I'm like, well, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm gonna stick with video production. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I've had these video ideas for so fucking long. I know I can create them. I got this. And history is literally like 3 papers, and then it's your grade. So I'm like, okay, I'm sticking with that. Plus, you can like do it online. You don't have to go in class for it. So I fucks with that. I fucks with that heavy. I fucks with that really heavy. But even like fall semester too, like I had a month, like October month, literally the fucking longest month of the semester. I literally didn't go to classes at all. And I can't explain to you why I do this to myself every fucking time. Like, I have those modes and periods in school where I can just not go to certain classes for a strict month because I'm so like, I don't want to go. I'm so not interested. I'm really not intrigued. I really don't want to be here. And I can't fake it. I can't fake it anymore. I just have to be real and be like, no, I'm not going. And yeah. And then I start lying about shit about why I'm not in class. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's terrible. It's a bad time. Anyways. But I realize that I'm not alone in that. And I think that, like, that's the most important thing that I've found, is that, like, I'm definitely not alone in that. Like, everybody goes through that. I've had so many friends drop out of graphic design junior year because they're like, I'm not fucking doing that shit anymore. Like, you kidding me? I can't. And I'm like, damn. And then I'm still sitting in here like, fuck. You know? Okay. Anyways, pause. This is gonna be another ASMR break. I need to light up my little pinchy, so 1 sec. All that, like, then you just think about the money, you think about the time, you think about how much time you have left. Like, I literally have 2 years left, and the fact that I'm already questioning what the fuck I'm doing, and like, it took me 3 years to question that finally, and I'm like fucking now debating whether to stay in my shit or continue with something else. It's frightening. It's so fucking frightening, because I'm just like, Jesus Christ, bitch, you've literally been here for 3 years now, you have 2 more years left, and then you literally will graduate with everything you want to graduate and have always wanted to graduate with. But then at the same time, I'm just like, I don't fucking want that now. Or do I? I don't know. Maybe this is just like maybe this is my midlife crisis at 21. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, let's see. Let's get into this. Is honestly, I've been thinking about this, and I'm gonna speak on this. Okay. I honestly think, and this is gonna sound so bad, and so many people are gonna be like, Jada, like, what are you talking about? Like, what have you done? Like, what are you not telling us? Like, what are you not telling us? And I honestly think I've been having, and I think this is also why I'm like just super down right now. Like, I think since I became 20, like, I've gotten into my 20s, you know? I've lived a full year, you know? It's almost 20, I'm almost gonna be 22. I think since I've gotten into my 20s, I am like the worst person ever. And let me dive deeper into that. I just noticed myself, okay, like, I have gone through way more incidents, like, involving the law ever since I became 20. I've fucked quite a few people over ever since I became 20. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm 20 and I'm just, like, in my 20s and I'm super selfish and I don't know, but I've been, like, fucking people like left and right over, and then like doing just shitty things, and I'm just like, will this ever end? Will this ever end? And it's like hard because I don't even know myself some of the times, and I think that's another reason why I fall asleep all the time. Damn, this is literally not going to even be a school episode. This is just going to be a therapy session that I missed. So enjoy. But I think about like all these things that I've done, and like since I've turned 20, like I've never been this much of like a I'm just gonna ruin my life type fucking bitch. Like I've always kept a clear head on most stuff, and I've always been trying to like keep, you know, my shit together, and you know, obviously oh god, okay, and like trying to be a good person, or thinking I was a good person, but then like the reflection kicks in, you know when you like look at yourself like outside of yourself, and you're just like, wow, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I can honestly say, since I've turned 20, it's been a lot of those fucking moments for me. I've done a lot of shit that I never thought I would have ever done. A lot of shit that has like very much crossed my moral compass. Yes, I do have a moral compass. For a lot of people who don't think I do have a moral compass. It sneaks in every now and then. It's not always prevalent. It used to be more prevalent when I was like literally in high school. I don't know what happened. I was just like, I think it's because like towards the end of high school I was like, okay, like let's just like fuck shit up. I don't give a fuck. And then that just like escalated even more like when I got into my 20s, because I was like, okay, like let's just fuck even more shit up, and like so since I've been in my 20s, I have been in some grimy shit, you know? And I have like, I literally have like almost twice now have fucking like been arrested and had something on my fucking record. And I am just like I don't even know what the fucking word is to say. Blessed, you know, shocked, but like none of it's on my record. Like I've always been able to get into a diversion class and just like avoid it being on my record. I pay the restitution off and I get it clear off my record. And it's like, to me, I thought after the first time that this happened, like the first time was the worst time. The first time was the worst time, because like the first time we were like hitting felony error, and I was still like, I wasn't even 21 yet. I was like in my 20s, and we were hitting like almost a felony on the record, and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, this shit is crazy. This shit's real. I was like, it's finally real. This shit is so real. And damn, it was so real. And I was just like, damn, this shit's too real. I'm so scared. But I got out of it. Like, it costed so much money to get out of it, but like, it was like, I don't want it on my record. And then shit happens the second time. And the second time wasn't going to be as worse. It wasn't going to be a felony. It was going to be a misdemeanor. But it's still like, I constantly am making stupid ass decisions, like just jump of the guns decisions. Like, I'm really out here acting like I am really like 8 Mile. Like, I really have to make decisions like this because my life is so hard. It's not that hard. But trying to explain to other people why I do what I do and why the decisions that I've made is so hard, you know? And talking to more people about it and like trying to, you know, figure my shit out. I do talk to people. I have a therapist and I talk to her very frequently and stuff, and I don't know, bitch. Like, we might be hitting on borderline personality disorder. We might be hitting on bipolar disorder. Like, I don't know if it's like just like a mental disorder where like sometimes like the impulse to do shit that I know isn't correct, I just am like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, if it's in the moment and I have to do what I have to do, I just do it. Like, don't think twice about it until the repercussions set in, or the repercussions are given to me. Then I'm like, fuck, okay, all right. Now I'm thinking twice, and about 5 times now, but okay. Anyways, that was a lot to disclose. Goddamn. It's already 2nd episode and I'm already talking about my felonies. Let's go! Actually, felony. There was not 2. There was 1. Let's get that straight. Like, it's even better. Like, it's even better, bitch. Like, for real. Like, I'm like, felony, bitch. Not felonies. And they're like, yeah, bitch, still. Same thing. You fucking loser. Okay. I'm gonna need another fucking hit of the pinch pipe for a second, because that was a lot to dismay. I like was telling my whole life story. I'm like making this episode into like, I don't even know what I'm gonna be able to title this, because it doesn't have a clear direction. So we'll see what the fuck that means. We'll see how the fuck this goes. Okay. And we go again. About this podcast, and what I fucking love most about this is, like, I do have the options to cut out anything. Like, even on my voice memos app, like, Apple be with it. They're like, you can cut shit out of this voice memo, like, you can really, like, trim this down. And I'm like, fuck that, bitch. We're gonna upload the whole goddamn thing, and I'm not cutting anything out. And that's what I think this whole podcast is literally gonna be. Like, I haven't done a double take yet, and I don't think I ever will. And the podcast will literally just come out in its, like, original form. I'm not gonna, like, try to hide anything. I'm not gonna try to, cut things out to make myself seem better. I mean, if anything, this is just gonna give you a better insight to who the fuck I actually am. And it's not always squeaky clean, you know? This bitch ain't no sponge. I ain't a scrub daddy, you know? If anything, I'm the grease on the pan, you know? The bacon grease on the pan that won't ever fucking come off. And, you know, like, I'm not a squeaky clean person. I've done some fucked up crazy shit, and it has to be recognized. And I think, like, it's the reason I share it is not to make myself seem like, oh my god, I'm just like one of you guys, like, I'm just one of you, or like, oh my god, yes, I'm a saint because I can admit my wrongdoings. Like, bitch, I knew these were wrongdoings. I think it's just important to, like, lay it all out there. And I feel like on this podcast especially, I don't want to hold back. I'm gonna really fucking tell you who the fuck I am. And some of the things you hear, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This bitch is vile. This bitch is disgusting. Just kidding. I don't think, maybe we won't get, I don't think we'll get to that point. Like, I don't think I'm that vile. Like, there's some bitches I know who do some really well, I am one of them bitches too. But that's the most important part. And I think that's literally what this is gonna be for me. It's almost like my own type of therapy on like a little podcast session, and then I just like upload it and let everybody listen to my therapy appointment, and we're just like, hey bitch, we know everything you just did, bitch, we gonna go tell the police now. Anyways let's fucking continue. Ooh, girl. Oh my god. Okay, so I have my iPhone on my dashboard right now, and it's kind of getting a little crazy in here, you know. She's prowling around, and it's getting a little intense. But this is probably like one of my more funner projects that I can do. Plus, like, if we're gonna be real right now, I'm in the most depressed state of my life, I think, because you know, like, you have things that keep you going, okay? And for me, that's always been photography. And now I can't even, like, say that it's that, you know? Like, the thought of dying on a constant day basis is quite appetizing. And it has been for a very long time. And I've struggled with this for a long time in my life. And it had gone away for a while. And then it came back, and it always comes back. But, like, I've always been able to combat it because I'm like, okay, well, I want to do this in my life. I want to, you know, shoot this, and I want to do that, and I want to become this and that. And now I'm just kind of like, well, fuck. I honestly don't even think I will become that. And, you know, then what's the point of fucking living, you know? And I didn't even give a trigger. I didn't even get a trigger warning. We're just like casually talking about like suicide and stuff. But it's so important for me to put that out there that, you know, I try to do this on Instagram too. Like I don't like to just post like, oh my God, everything is just great. I'm in a great place. Hakuna Matata, you know. I like to put the realness out there. I like to tell people when I'm not doing well, or like when I have like really in the fucking works of just like whatever. I think that's like the best art form there is just being real open and like and somewhat making it into an art form. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that to me is like my favorite part of doing art is like I can really just make raw shit and put it out there, and people take it or receive it sometimes. I don't know, but I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, anyways, going back to that, it's like, yeah, when you start to like get into those zones where like nothing matters anymore and everything is very lackluster, you know, like not even the shit that would get you out of bed in the morning gets you out of bed in the morning anymore. Money doesn't matter. Like doing, you know, like it's almost like a decomposing state. And that's like, I had a conversation with like one of my friends about this. Like depression is kind of like a decomposing state, especially when you're in like a really deep depression, because you don't really think about hygiene things. Like the first episode, I literally was like, I haven't showered in 2 or 3 days. And yeah, bitch, like I'm literally decomposing. My teeth are rotting. I'm kidding, they're not rotting yet, but like I'm dying. Like I'm sleeping and I'm trying to like just disappear, and it is really sad. I like how I'm just like, and it is really sad. It is very sad. It's very sad, you know? And but it is, and it's, I don't know, it's hard to explain. We'll maybe get into more depth of that in later episodes when I really feel like going full depth about it. But yeah, I mean, like, let's see. What was I gonna say? I was gonna make a point to something, but maybe I don't have a point to anything when I was going about that. But yeah, I don't know. Like nothing is interesting anymore, and I used to be able to like bog myself down with project after project after project and create something new and do something new, and that would get my head off of like, okay, I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to, you know, keep moving today, you know? But it's not the case anymore. Like I'm like, if I don't ever have to move again, if I don't ever have to go to work again, if I don't ever wake up again, life will be good. Like I'm just ready for that, you know? Okay, what the fuck with the no blinker? All these motherfuckers, every fucking time, bitch. Every motherfucking time, and it's always the fucking Audis no Claire, bitch. I don't care if you have a fucking Audi, bitch. Turn your fucking blinker on. You have a fucking cool one that does like the cool lighting up stage. You should put your blinker on for a reason, dumb bitch. Fucking hate that. Also, literally in Eau Claire, this is like the only fucking place I know that every time I order at Starbucks, oat milk is always fucking out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I go to Menominee, like, when I have the Menominee and Starbucks just really outdoes me all the time. They just be fucking it up. And they always have oat milk available. This is like such a first world. I like how I go from like unaliving myself to oat milk issues, but I really like oat milk, and I don't really fuck with regular milk in my coffee anymore. And Eau Claire just never has oat milk, and they're always out of oat milk everything. I'm like, bitches, do you guys buy like one carton, and then of course everybody's like a fucking oat milk bitch in Eau Claire, and so like you just go through it in like 2 drinks? Like, what the fuck is this? So annoying. Anyways, I like how I just went on a little tangent about fucking Starbucks oat milk drinks. That is the whitest, that's probably the whitest shit I've talked about all day. That'll probably be like, the whitest shit I've talked about all day. I don't even want to call that white, because that's just a privilege thing. It doesn't even matter what color you are. I've honestly heard people of all sorts of colors. Like, it's honestly a wealth type thing, like a status type thing. Does not matter the color, because not only white people drink Starbucks. We're not gonna get into racial conversations yet. We're gonna hold off until at least like the 5th episode. That's when I'm gonna start talking about like black and white people, and it's gonna really get chaotic up in here. Oh my god, I cannot wait for that. Like, I think I might call the episode like being a mixed girl from Eau Claire, a mixed girl from the Midwest, and I think that episode will be triumphant. But I'm gonna have to write some shit down in my little podcast book, because we cannot be just going off into little tangents. I wanna be precise with what I'm talking about. I have a lot to fucking shit to say, because there is some fucked up shit being Midwest and a person of color. Oop, another fucking Audie. I did not just like spit because it was a fucking Audie. I literally got a little bit of like doggy treats from my little Pinchy in my mouth, so I had to spit them out. But it's not because of the Audie situation. But yeah, Audis really do piss me off. I don't know what it is. I think it's the drivers, because the drivers just are literally like so entitled, and they think that they don't need to like, they don't give a fuck. They're just like, I drive an Audi, so like I can do whatever the fuck I want, bitch. Rules don't apply to me. Like, Blinker? Never heard of her, bitch. Fuck you mean? Okay. Anyways. I just landed in my little garage area. I'm gonna take a little bit more of a hit, and we might talk about some more shit. I might wrap the fucking episode up. I love how I say that these are gonna be like 45-minute episodes to an hour, and yet we're still fucking with this bullshit of 32 minutes. But you know what? Whatever. Okay, let's see. Yum. Ah, so good. So fucking good. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. There is nothing like some good motherfucking weed. If I'm being fucking real, there really is nothing like it. That's why when people always are like, are you doing more? Like, do you want to like do Molly? Do you want to do Coke? I'm like, no. Weed has always been enough for me, bro. Like, I've never not hit weed and been like, God damn, I just need something stronger than this shit today. It's like, bitch, just give me like a whole motherfucking bong bowl, or give me a full blunt with some wax on it. Bitch, I'm good. I am good. The high is good. I'm feeling good. And, you know, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, I am getting a little more on a stoned level. And I don't know if I have a complete direction of what I would even talk about next. So I think I'm going to end the episode off here. Thanks for listening to whatever the fuck that was. I promise episodes in the future will get better. Hopefully. But this will just... This is a building blocks thing, you know? Just gets better with time, you know? It's like Kesha's music. It just got better with no, actually, she started out better than it got over time. What's like a good... what's a good analogy of that? It just gets like better over time. Fuck, I don't really know, and I really have to shit. I should have shit at the library when I dropped off my projector, but I didn't. So sad, but I really have to fucking shit. I really hated that I had to get whole milk in my fucking stupid ass coffee. Is some bullshit. Anyways, toodaloo. Still thinking of an outro. Still thinking of an intro. But I think, honestly, the outro might be a yawn. Like, because I think that'd just be so funny. Because, like, that's probably how people feel towards the end of listening to my shit. They're like, bye, bitch. Sorry, I had to take a little vape puff for that. That felt good. Sobriety. I don't know how the fuck this is gonna happen, but thanks for listening. I'm gonna go shit my fucking brains out. Thank you, Starbucks. Love you. Thanks for helping out the vegans. Not even vegan. Like, thanks for helping out the vegans, you fucking bitches. Anyways, toodaloo. Love you. Thank you for listening. Treat as fucking always. Thank you. Oh my god, somebody's literally fucking calling me. Bitches always call me during a motherfucking podcast, and I'm like, dude, I know you don't know that I'm recording, but stop fucking calling me. Then I have to, like, switch back onto screens, and I'm, like, trying not to answer the call to fuck up my voice memo. Like, Jesus, bitches, come on. Stop motherfucking calling. Alright, anyways, I'm seriously out of this, bitch. Toodaloo, love you, thank you for listening, and have a fucking fantastic Friday. Like, a fruity one.